that these are a form of social commentary and not in any way meant to put down the ideas and ideals of any political or gender identity. You are all fair game in the eyes of the wicked, and we see you.
I've done what I feel right. It just feels like
the world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride.
Gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. Have a look at, see that chap over there? Take your hand off my penis!
The Deputy Secretary, the Deputy Secretary, Deputy Secretary.
This guy is fucking stupid!
stay cheesy. Alrighty, how's it going, Starflies? Alrighty, today is the 18th of January, and alright, so to preface this, our episode Useless and Skinny got canceled because of some bullshit with copyrights. So that really sucks, because it was a really a good episode if you like conversational humor. But we'll try better next time on getting away with it. I think one of the most important lessons that you have to learn in doing this, and I've learned this the hard way, and that is that YouTubing and live streaming are not the same whatsoever. You cannot make them the same. The reason why is because one is live and everlasting. It's just an ongoing television show that starts and ends whenever you say so. And I gotta be honest, I went on Twitch yesterday for the first time, like taking it really seriously. And I ended up making a few friends. So it actually is a really cool community. I love the Twitch community now, because there's a lot of free thinkers, and there's a lot more good podcasts that are out there, and people trying to get just a good show out of it. And I totally see what they're trying to do, and there's nothing that they're doing wrong, really. It's just a matter of exposure. So Kel Dodge is one of the first ones that I watched, and I thought just fantastic. I thought he was great. You know, he had a debate on the show that the guy actually left, and I just find that so fucking cowardly. I mean, if you're gonna go on somebody's show, you should take it seriously. This is a person that wants to have an honest conversation with you, and you're not going to give him that opportunity. I think that's bullshit. To walk away during a debate, that's a forfeit. So, you know, you automatically lose right there. And this guy definitely lost. And it was a leftist debate, so should have been fine, but the guy was just so fucking touchy. And I've said this multiple times. Emotion has no place in debate. Debate, you have to be stoic. You have to be cool. It's just like playing poker. If you start catching those fifis all over the place, then nobody's going to respect you, because what's there to respect? All you do is cry. So speaking of morons that all they do is assume and cry, segue, yeah, we fucking did it. So today's episode is HABBA versus NIKKI. So Nikki Haley versus Alina HABBA. Who do you think is dumber? Now, this is hard, because we've done this before. Battle of the Bozos. It was originally Battle of the Bimbos, and then it was originally Battle of the Bitches, and then Battle of the Bimbos, and then Battle of the Bozos, just to finally get the goddamn thing out there, because YouTube kept taking it down. And people like that shit, you know? Who doesn't like pinning two dumb bitches that, you know, two Karens just against each other? It's hilarious. So, Alina HABBA, let's just start with Alina HABBA, all right? Because she is a very interesting character. For one, she's a lawyer that gets in far more trouble than the fucking defendant ever could. You're not helping your case. You're literally not helping your case. I know this is just an adage and a common phrase, but no, you're literally not helping your case by acting obnoxiously and being told to sit the fuck down. And this is our modern Republican Party. I mean, this is a party that they start their own committees and then have to be told how to run the committees and then have to be told what is and isn't a thing. I mean, I've literally heard the words "that's not a thing" said to Lauren Boebert and Bobo and the other bozo, Trader Green. And so that was the first battle of the bitches. And I think Bobo actually won that one because Bobo actually, you know, allows her kid to get beaten and then lies on the phone about it. So we played the phone call and we played the 911 call on Boebert, which you hear very clearly a neighbor complaining about these people, just saying, you seriously don't know who they are? It's Lauren Boebert. You don't know the congresswoman? And it's just so sad when you hear the 911 guy, the operator, actually not knowing who it was. So it was like, God damn, how do you not know? You're in Colorado. You don't know who Lauren Boebert is? So apparently the police were always there. They're used to their bullshit because they're fucking hillbillies, and that's what they do is fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight, 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 fight. And so it's fucking hilarious. And so what HABBA, with Alina HABBA, another thing that's really funny about her and interesting about her is I think she's trying to honestly, I think she's trying to take over Melania's place. It seems very obvious to me when you are a lawyer that is literally not being paid. Now, there is a whole fucking thing MSNBC did, and I will show it later, but I can't show it on YouTube. So this is what I meant by the difference of YouTubing and live streaming. They're not the same. And live streaming, you have a lot more freedom. And with YouTubing, I really like to just get our point across and move on to another subject. And we've covered every goddamn subject under the sun. I mean, we literally have shown movies, politics, documentaries, whatever, conspiracy theories, you know, and only the good ones that can actually have some weight to it. We've destroyed flat earthers, but I'm just rambling. So anyway, why would I say that about HABBA? Now, the reason why is because, again, the MSNBC has shown that she has not been paid. Now, even Rudy Giuliani's pathetic ass eventually went over to Trump to try and get some money out of the motherfucker. And it was hilarious. He was apparently on some like real thing, like real determined trip to go get his money, or at least get something from Trump. And Trump has no respect for the people that work for him, because if you work for him, you have to be a piece of shit. So he already knows that you're a piece of shit, so he will treat you like a piece of shit. So I don't think he's even paid him to this day. I think he owes him hundreds of thousands of dollars for having his law firm on there, and it got him disbarred. I mean, the guy is a walking joke now, and that's, I mean, it's all him, but you know, it's all Trump. So that's why I wanted to bring these two up, because you got NIKKI, who wants to be underneath Trump in the White House, but you have HABBA wanting to be underneath Trump every single night. And I think she's going to learn the hard way that's not how he works. There is no gold at the end of this fucking rainbow. I don't know where she thinks she's going with it, you know? So let's go ahead and go on to Midas and show a Midas video, because we all know the lovely people at YouTube are not going to let me show anything else. But Midas is really cool. Ben Mycelis, I've mentioned him before. He's a great channel runner, and he's a great lawyer, and honestly just a very, very good mind and just intelligent guy. And I love this station. I will say I have one problem with the Midas Touch, and the problem I have with the Midas Touch is not even that of a big deal, but it's the ads. Because when you have YouTube Premium, you don't have to watch ads anymore. You are now ad free, and it's fucking great. I love it. I love my YouTube Premium. So what these fuckers do is they sneak the goddamn commercials inside the episode. And I don't plan on ever being some big YouTuber, so I don't give a shit about advertising. I'd be like the Elon Musk of YouTube for advertising. But because there's nothing tastier than there's no tastier hand than the one that feeds you, right? So you gotta bite it. I love how John Oliver said, "I'm like a bad dog. I'll take the treat, but I'll take your fingernails with it." And so it's just fucking ridiculous. Let's get to the point, all right?
Strong protections to stop banks and regulators from...
That's right, that's right. So the main problem I have with this channel is the guy that the ads in the commercial on here is always calling you a Midas Mighty. And that shit drives me nuts, because I hate when people give me a nickname. My name is literally 3 letters, and it's a goddamn word, all right? Which is why Mexabam works on TikTok, because my name's 3 letters anyway. So I just switched it for BAM, since everyone was calling me Bam Margera for years. So I just went with Mexabam, because I'm not Mexican and I'm not Bam Margera, but I get confused for it, so I'll go with both of them. So that's where that name came from. And so yeah, don't call me a Midas Mighty, or I'm going to punch my fucking laptop. Stop doing that, man. Come on, Ben. Ben, if you're hearing this, please, I know you're not, but just stop doing that.
But we're also going to place strong protections to stop banks and regulators from trying to debank you from your, your political...
See right there. Okay, see what he does? He does this every time. When he confuses himself or comes across a word on the podium. Now, remember, this has been mentioned before by his own staff, that he gets so angry when there's a word he doesn't know or doesn't fucking know. Yeah, like literally doesn't understand, doesn't know the meaning of. He says, you're trapping me. He calls it a trap. And he's known to do this when people put up words that are, oh man, they got 3 whole syllables to them and he can't pronounce that shit. Watch, they probably put out Utopia, and he's like, we love Fruitopia. Everyone loves Fruitopia. But yeah, he's fucking hilarious, dude. If I didn't hate the guy so much, I'd probably think he's pretty goddamn funny, But what he does every time he gets confused, he stops and goes on this like side rant, and he'll just go on a tangent and then try using that word as if he wants to test it out, like a comedian that just learned some new material and just wants to test it out on the road. All right. Now remember, he did this same shit when he forgot where he was in bumfuck nowhere. I don't know. He got the fucking name. Oh yeah, it was Sioux City. No, that's right. It was a real place. It was Sioux City and Sioux Falls. So he called Sioux City Sioux Falls, and then has to go, oh, Sioux City, Sioux City. What do you guys think about this? And it's like, it's so obvious. And so this is the guy that HABBA has, not only latched onto, but this is the guy that she is working for free right now. Literally working for free right now. for this.
Political beliefs, what they do. They want to debank you, and we're going to debank. Think of this.
You did it again. The word is debank. Now, I know it sounds made up. It's a very funny word that doesn't get often. It's not used often because it's used mostly in finances and banking. And they're just fucking, he doesn't fucking know. Debanking is usually caused due to like money laundering within the bank itself, corruption within their bank. And so, I mean, he's literally telling you that they're all trying. I don't even know what he's trying to tell you right now. Honestly, wait, so now you don't want me to trust any banks? What, are you going to start a fucking Trump bank now? And then we're supposed to trust our money with your dumbass? I mean, literally, I would love for him to try that, you know, because you know Alina Habba is dumb enough to jump right at it and be like, sure, I'll sign on to the LLC.
They want to take away your rights. They want to take away your country. The things you're doing, all electric cars, give me a break. If you want an electric car, don't go far.
Remember, we're talking about debanking here. The subject was debanking. Hey, Ben. The subject, again, was debanking. And he's talking about defrauding. You know, that's just defrauding, you know. So, yeah, he's not so good with the big word. And he's seriously, it's just fucking hysterical. So, to know that that's the guy that you are trying not only to fucking work for, but try to get him off in more than one way, both figuratively and literally, you know, you're ending up getting more embarrassed, and you're putting the firm in jeopardy. Because what you have to remember is that Alina Habba is a part of a major firm, and yes, her name is on that firm, but there are many people that work within it. All right, now if you're a Better Call Saul fan, you kind of get the system a little bit if you watch that show. And so you know how those kind of those agencies work if you watch that show. And trust me, there are so many other people to worry about. It's not just HABBA. She's going to ruin so many people's lives because she's going to blow this firm. Like, it's literally... It's just sad because that's receptionists, that's mail guys, that's, you know, those are the people I give a fuck about. Not even, fuck the lawyers. I care about the guys that have to work in the buildings, you know, the guys that have to stay there all night just watching, you know, saying hello to the rich assholes that never get them anything for Christmas, but yet he's fucking actually brought your mail up to you when there's a problem. You know, that's the kind of guy. That's the kind of guy we're doing.
They want to take away your rights. They want to take away your country. The things you're doing.
The only one that's trying to take away my rights in my country is you fucking dumb bastard. So, all right. So that was, I mean, really, we're talking too much about Trump and HABBA, but again, I can't say too much without showing shit. So I can only speak about her because all the footage that I want to show is not going to be allowed on YouTube. I know that for a fact. So I can't show it. But we know for a fact that she's sitting down. So let me just try to get an image of it, you know? Let me just try to get an image of her, I guess. I don't even know. But yeah, I can't find it. Shit, not gonna be able to do that. Anyway, so Alina Habba is obviously attracted to this man. Obviously, I mean, a lawyer does not put themselves through all this shit. Notice all the lawyers that have walked away from him. People, even Joe Tacopina, who has now just said, nope, fuck this. We had that Scaramucci guy. I mean, there was like, how many fucking lawyers has this guy got? And, you know, these are the best fucking people. Your lawyer that has to be yelled at constantly to sit the fuck down and shut up because during the E. Jean Carroll case, she refused to allow E. Jean Carroll to even speak without constant interruptions and pointless objections. And one of those objections being she's not a lawyer, which, of course, the fucking judge just laughed, like almost just sighed and said, you know, okay, overruled. Because you know, he had to actually ask under what grounds. And that was HABBA's only answer, was she's not a lawyer. And he's just like, well, you just sit your goddamn ass down. And that's just fucking pathetic. So, yeah, so that's the first half. Now let's try to get into what's her fucking face? Nikki Haley. So now we have Nikki Haley. Let's get into Nikki Haley. All right. So all right. So Nikki Haley is over here in Iowa, and she comes in third, but still has the balls to say that this is now a two-person race. If this is a two-person race, you ain't in it. You should have just gone with the number 3 again. So, you know, when she's asked here, you know, how do you feel knowing that your front runner is a rapist? And her answer is so cowardly that you saw it coming a mile away. You can't help but see it coming a mile away. If you think these people are at all genuine, you're fucking insane. So let's see if we can get this done.
Only woman in this race. How do you feel about your party's front runner being held liable for sexual abuse?
I mean, first of all, I haven't paid attention to his cases, and I'm not a lawyer. All I know is that he's innocent until proven guilty, and when he's proven guilty and he's sitting in a courtroom, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You've got investigations on Trump and Biden. Now,
right there, you can tell what she's doing. She's trying to even the platform, which is a complete false narrative. No, you have one guy that is under an investigation with absolutely no evidence whatsoever. On the other hand, you have 91 felonies. 91 felonies. Are you fucking joking me? And so she's going to go on, like, right there to say, you know, I haven't been following. Oh, you haven't been following the only court case that every TV fucking channel talks about? You're full of shit. You can't turn on your phone and not see that shit. So it's clearly just a weak answer from a weak person. But this is why I am going to go with HABBA being dumber, because I believe that Nikki is not as dumb. She's weak. That's what she is. She's weak. And so she knows the answer to what caused the Civil War. But what did she say it was? It was about the people not getting what they wanted to do. And it's like, seriously? And that is the woman that she is. She is an absolute coward. She changed the pronunciation of her fucking name so it can sound more white. I come from a family that is also guilty of this, but my grandfather had a damn good reason. My name was supposed to have an A in it instead of an O, and the reason why my grandfather changed the A to an O was because the ending of the name would now sound semi-French, and so the suffix being brawl is now bro. And, you know, we refuse to be called that. You know, we see, you know, I met my grandfather, but I don't remember it. I was so young, and I really wish I could have, so I could have had some relationships just so I could say, why the fuck did you change our name to something French? We're Italian. Why did you do that? But it is pretty cool to have a what's it called, an ancestor that discovered Brazil. That's pretty badass. So if you Google that, that's my real last name. His name is Pedro. So from Spain. And so yeah, what's it called? So Nikki Haley also changed it so it sound more white. Her father actually needed assistance in getting into college because white schools would not take him. So guess who did? Black schools. And then she went and fought against the very fucking loophole that helped her father get a fucking job, who wouldn't have had a job had it not been for this little loophole that helped, this black college had noticed and like, hey, we can use this for your benefit. And yeah, you did. And it ended up fucking giving us this. And it just shows you the, the path to hell, is paved with good intentions, because this is who we got. And I wonder how her father feels about that. I don't know if he's alive or dead, but I would personally love to ask, how do you feel knowing that your own daughter is going against everything that you stood for? All the shit that you had to fight for, she is on the side of the guys that pounded you. Is that what you wanted? Because I tried thinking about it, and you try putting yourself in there. And as a parent, I don't want my kid being the one destroying my legacy. Had I left behind some great legacy, or had I left behind any legacy, I would hope my kids would put some sort of fucking effort into that and keeping the name. And that was my job. When I had my name, I refused to fucking, take shit from people because I felt like that was a scratch on the name. And so Nikki Haley is by far not as stupid as she looks. She is weaker than you think, but definitely more conniving than stupid. So, Alina, congratulations. You did it. You fucking did it. All right. So, Alina HABBA, you just got the award for fucking Dumber Dumber. And let me know what you guys think in the what's it called, in the comments. Do you think I'm right? Do you think HABBA has any actual redeeming qualities? Because and if you guys are wondering why I keep saying that I think she wants to bang Trump, again, she works for free. She is yet to fucking ask about, hey man, where's my check, dude? I'm doing a lot for you. And a lawyer doesn't show up to all these parties in sundresses and tight dresses and going off to boxing matches with him, UFC, I'm sorry. You're going to UFC fights with the guy. Meanwhile, we haven't seen Melania in forever. I think it's pretty obvious what's happening here and who's sliding in. But you have to keep in mind there is one more gargoyle out there, and that's Kimberly Gargoyle. Kimberly Gargoyle is frog leaping, and I really believe this. She's going to use use Trump's son against him to try to get in the pants of daddy, because every time he has had thrown a party where she goes to it, she will do the most extravagant shit, and it's all for him. Like, it's everything he loves. Like, he loves I think he said in a Playboy magazine that he loves a certain milk cream white color. So she shows up in an all fucking like white cream, almost see-through dress. And what's really fucking creepy is at 15 years old, that's how Ivanka Trump was modeling, in a white see-through cream colored dress. I mean, hey, you make of that what you want, but I'm gonna say that's fucked up, bro. That's some fucked up shit. So yeah, if you just pay attention to the way they behave, and go watch like one season of Succession, just the first one. That's all you gotta see. Trust me, overrated fucking show. Yeah, you understand that these people are that narcissistic. They are that fucking ego-driven. And unfortunately, they are just that dangerous with the amount of stupidity they have. Again, this type of shit happens. And, I mean, it seems to happen every 100 years or so. The last time this happened was the 30s, but it was starting around the 20s. So now we're in the 2020. So we're literally just repeating back what started after the stock market crash of 1929. You have to remember, one of the reasons why we had the stock market crash in the beginning was because of everyone investing in Europe. So that's why Germany was struggling to survive after World War I. All right. So that's all the time I got for today. Hopefully you enjoy the show. And if you did, sweet, leave us a comment. Let me know. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I an idiot? Am I an asshole? Bring it on, dude. I am happy to talk to you. But I'm definitely going to give the award to HABBA. Again, congratulations, Alina HABBA. You've done it. You have you've gone on to really make moron. All right, so yeah, that's all the time I got for today on Useless Agent. Come check me out over on Twitch. We're gonna do a lot more shit where I can't get in trouble for copyright. All right, and so yeah, love you guys. Stay safe, stay free, stay yourselves, stay away from pork, and you know what pork I'm talking about. And I ain't talking about no damn piggies. Well, yeah, I'm talking about piggies, just different kind of piggies. All right, so yeah. Other than that, stay cheesy, my friends. In a world like today, all we can do is remain cheesy. Later days.
Please note these are a form of social commentary and not in any way meant to put down the ideas and ideals of any political or gender identity, nor all fair game in the eyes of the wicked, and we see you.
It just feels like
the world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud. And it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride.
Gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. Have a look at, see that chap over there? Take your hand off my penis!
The Deputy Secretary, Deputy Secretary, Deputy Secretary.
This guy is fucking stupid!